السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome back for the third time. النهاردة إن شاء الله we're going to continue the types of the questions that usually come in the reading section. Okay? Hello everyone, can you hear me? Hazim and Mazen?
Yes, I'm hearing you very well.
I can hear you, not I'm hearing you. I'm listening to you. Or I hear you very well. Okay? So
I'm hearing you right. It's wrong.
Here is about the sense here, Hazim. Here is about the sense. So you cannot say, for example, I'm seeing you. I'm looking at you. Okay? Okay. So see is a sense. Hear is a sense. When you want to say to someone that you're listening to them or you can hear them, so you say, I'm listening to you. Listening to you.
Or I hear you well.
Yes, I can hear you well. That would be okay. Okay?
Okay.
طيب يلا بينا. بسم الله. So we shall continue the type of the questions, which is number 7, which is the list selection. And what do I mean by the word list selection? It means choosing answers from a list of 3 to 4 boxes on the answer sheet, right? When you have one question and many possible answers, you have to underline the words in the question itself and locate the information on the passage to scan the passage and underline the keywords. Understand? Okay?
No.
Shukran. So again, I'm talking about list selection. List selection. What do I mean by, okay, anyway, I'm just telling you now the types of the questions and we'll apply on them one by one. Khalas? We'll apply them all one by one. Then we'll talk about choosing a title or a heading as Rida is always complaining from. Then we'll have the word classification. And when I say classification, I mean a number of dates or when I say the word classification, I mean a number of dates or names of scientists. For example, when they give me a number of names or dates or names of scientists, for example, and then they ask us to match sentences and find with the names of the scientists. Okay? Who did what? Like Einstein, for example, what did he do? Who else? Yeah, Christopher Columbus, what did he do? Okay, so you assign a certain task to a certain scientist. Again, we'll have the word match endings, match sentence endings. This is another type of a question where you will be given the start of the sentence with correct ending given a list. You will have to find the ending that the good ending for the given sentence. Also, you can have a diagram completion, a diagram in which you have to complete, okay? A diagram, a written or a drawn diagram on which you have to complete. Sometimes they give you flow charts completion. A flow chart looks like this. A flow chart looks like this. Here, a square or rectangle, and then another rectangle, and then a third rectangle. This is called a flow chart. Okay? So some information will be missing here, here, and here, and you need to fill in this information. Okay? This is a flow chart completion. Also, we have short answer questions. And when it comes to short answer questions, you will be given open answer questions, but they should be short because they will ask you to write answers which are not exceeding a certain number of words, which have a word limit. Okay? So here you have to be very careful. Also, we'll be given another type of question, which is, as I said, a diagram completion. And by this, we almost covered the types of the questions. We will do it practically with each other and see what are the problems that we may encounter. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, it's kind of quite difficult for us to go ahead with the online reading together because we need to have the hard copies. So I ask you, please, if you have your hard copies with you, to open them along with the online copy that I'm going to open now, because you will need to circle, write down the clue words. As I said, take notes of the margins of the pages and underline the clue words or the themes of each sentence. Okay? All right?
Which book?
Cambridge 12. Back to our Cambridge 12 unit.
Cambridge 12.
Do anybody have the hard copy of this book?
I don't have.
You need to have it. You need to. I've never required or asked you to bring any books, but for the reading, you need to. Okay? Now I'm trying to open my...
Shall we print only the general reading section?
Yes. Print it out. Only the general reading section. It's a very good idea. Yeah, amazing. A very good idea. So
I did that with all the Cambridge books, by the way, from 1 to 10.
What's that again?
I did that before my previous test, that I print out only the general reading from 1 to 10, Cambridge 1 to 10.
Seriously?
Yes, since that time, IELTS 11, Cambridge 11 was not yet published.
Yes, but you're a poor printer. You're a very poor printer. How is it doing now? It's dead, isn't it?
It's all right. I can print it, but I need some time. I prepare it. No problem.
Sure, definitely. Okay, guys. Now I open my Cambridge 12. And I want to share my camera with you, to share my page.
Tell us the number of the page.
Okay, I will. You're not Harry. So you guys have the hard copy or not yet? Does any one of you have the hard copy? Okay, so I will consider this to be an experimental test that we're going to think together about its answers. And then inshallah, we will do it. You will do it at home, and there you will find out the difficulties that you may face. Here is the section 1, section 2, just listening. All right, a minute, please. Here is the reading. Okay, let me take this up. Okay, here is the way it looks like. Reading passage, you should spend about 20 minutes on questions 1 to 30, which are based on the reading passage 1 below. And if you notice, they assign a certain time to you, which is 20 minutes, for a certain number of questions, which is questions 1 to 13. Okay, so here I'm expecting that questions 1 to 13 is one passage. Here, one passage only, not two passages. So question 5, 6, 13, then they will move to passage 2. Can you see? Passage 2 still in section 1. Here.
Okay.
In section 1. This means that I have to spend only 20 minutes in these two passages. And then in passage 3, again, I need to spend 20 minutes in these two passages. We have passage 3 and passage 4. And passage 4. And then they will move, no, it's only one passage. Wait, just a minute, please. Yes, reading passage 3. Here is a passage, another passage. It's about knowledge. Another big passage, which is passage, okay, this is passage 3. So only one passage 3, as I said before, but for sections 1 and 2, 2 passages for each, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's now look at the types of the questions. First, can you see how long the passage is? Here, if we have the word, the passage cork, look how long it is. See? And it's not finished yet. This is the second page. So imagine that you read each and every word in this passage, and then you move to the questions in order to find them, and you have to find where should you find every clue word in the question. How long or how much time would you spend doing this? Imagine. You would first of all, if you read the whole passage, you would never be able to remember what are the details mentioned in each and every paragraph, right? Because there is a big difference between reading for pleasure and reading for the test. Reading for the test has different skills. The skills required in the test is to skim and scan mainly, is the main skill that is required for your tests. Rather than this, you don't need to read for understanding. Reading for understanding is a totally different story. All right? You got me now?
All right.
Right. And now we will try to do our best to, number one, who can tell me what's the main idea in paragraph number 1? Let's go by turn. Mazen, Hazim, Rida. Mazen, Hazim, Rida. Okay? Yalla, Mazen.
Okay, it's a definition for cork. The thick bark of the cork oak tree is a remarkable material. It's tough, classic, final, and fire resistant.
Just a minute, please. Just a minute. Where does the first sentence end?
It's a definition.
Yes, yeah. Where does it end?
A remarkable material.
Very good. Until the word material. So here in the, if you want to take notes, you can stop here and start taking notes. Like what? You can simply write that this is the definition of the cork. Cork definition. And then, يا حازم.
هنسيب بقى باقي الباراجراف كله؟
هنبص على باقي الباراجراف. في number? No. Be important information rather than what is cork and what is the definition or what is it made of. مفيش حاجة. هنسيبه ونروح بسرعة على number 2. يلا يا حازم.
And the cork itself is an... Go ahead, Miss.
Sorry, تفضل.
لا اسأل.
No, it doesn't matter.
Come on, ask your question if you have any.
Okay. For ancient Egyptians, it should be capitalized or only Egyptians?
Yes, yes. Ancient, all the nationalities must be capitalized.
Because in paragraph 1, it's only the capitalized Egyptian.
Yeah, I say the nationalities. Nationalities must be capitalized. Look at Greek, for example. Ancient Greeks, capital G, capital R for Romans. The nationality.
But ancient.
No, ancient is just an adjective. You don't have to capitalize. Okay?
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay, number 2, and the cork oak itself is an extraordinary tree. I think this the sentence now is finished.
It is the theme.
Its bark grows.
Okay, so the theme or the main idea in this passage is that the oak itself is an extraordinary tree. Yes, it's about the tree itself. And these are some descriptions to the tree. So, for example, do we have any other important information if you go through the passage, ya Hazim?
Yes, we can circle the 20 centimeter in thickness.
Excellent.
And also a constant 20 Celsius all year round.
Excellent.
And also 40 million cells per cubic centimeter.
Yeah. Khalas, and this is all. Thank you very much.
That's it.
Reda.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Reda?
I have a question. Is it Celsius or centigrade?
This is all inside and constant 20 all year. This is Celsius. It's for measuring the temperature.
Also, centigrade is for measuring.
Well, it's American and British, but it's mainly Celsius. I don't know about the American way, but it's Celsius. I usually read it as Silesis.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. Okay, so next question. Rida? Is Rida here?
رضا مش موجود.
Oh, where is he?
He skipped.
Okay. Why? For him, that was really important. طيب يلا يا حازم. يا مازن. Number 3.
Okay.
أهم حاجة في ريكوردينج ولا لأ؟
أيوة في recording الحمد لله. You guys are so greedy. يلا يا ابني. مازن.
The third paragraph. Cork oaks grow in a number of Mediterranean countries. So that's the
لا ما خلصناش السنتنس.
including. Okay.
يلا. Portugal, Spain, Italy, Greece, and
Portugal.
Morocco.
Okay, but the monitor is slowly moving.
Okay.
They flourish. Okay.
خلاص, no. This is the sentence that I want to stop at. So this is the origin of the tree. Where does this tree grow? Right? So again,
Okay.
the oak grows in a number of Mediterranean countries. So here, if I want to write down the main idea, which is where does the oak tree grows? And then moving Rida will come back to the next paragraph. First, before I move, Mazen, are there any particular details that you would like to circle?
Yes, of course. Okay. We also have to circle the. But okay. Can you scroll up? Okay. 400 millimeters of rain. It's the minimum.
Good.
Not more 800. So we have orange.
Excellent.
By
This is
the
the
early
range of millimeters per year. Good. Rain. What else?
20th century, the
Very
early 20th
good.
century. So it may be paraphrased by 19 يعني رقم بقى 1900 وحاجة.
ماشي. The 19th century, it may be paraphrased.
No, the 20th century maybe yes, paraphrased by digit, 4 digits.
By digit. Very good. Then Rida, are you here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yalla Rida, What's the main idea in the next paragraph?
Which start with cork, oaks, grow?
Most cork.
Yes, most cork. Okay. Cork forests and
now, Yarida, what are we doing? We just underline the most important or the clue word in every paragraph. The clue word in this paragraph is the first sentence. Let's read it.
Yeah.
Read it, Rida, please.
Okay. Most cork forests are family owned.
Family.
Yes, sorry. Family owned. Many of these family businesses, and indeed many of
themselves are around 200 years old. Okay, so these trees are family businesses, or the tree go back to 200 years old. All right. Are there any other information that are kind of significant?
I think 200 we already read it.
25 years? Okay, from the planting, of course, sapling to the first harvest takes 25 years. What else? We have another range, which is 15 to 20 years. It's necessary to wait a further 15 to 20 years. Most probably, what is this operation talking about? If you have a further look at this part, what is it talking about? What could be taking 15 to 20 years? It's necessary to wait a further 15 to 20 years. First, it takes 25 years.
Harvest.
Harvesting the tree or planting the tree, the cork tree, right? Planting the, how long does planting the cork tree take? So if the bark is striped on a day when it's too cold or whatever. So this is how long does it take, which could be another idea in the same paragraph. Am I right? Yeah? These are further information about the cork
Yes.
forests. Further information if I'm writing in a margin. So I'm going to write the cork forests trees. Further information on the cork forests trees. Then I'm done with this paragraph. I'll move again. See? This paragraph won't end unless they give me another percentage here. Over 60% of cork then goes on to be made into traditional bottle stoppers. Okay? Do you guys know what cork is? Yeah? The cork is the bottle of the wine bottles. The lid of the wine bottles. So they cover it with cork. بتاع بيعمل when you open it.
The stopper.
اسمه لا ايوه اسمه الفلين تقريبا.
الفلين.
Yeah. So another passage or another paragraph يا مازن read. Oh sorry حازم it's your turn. Recent years.
From recent years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, recent years have seen the end of the virtual monopoly of cork as a material for bottle stoppers. Recent years have seen the end of the virtual monopoly of cork as a material for bottle stoppers due to concerns about the effect it may have on the content of the bottle.
Good.
Okay, I can write here other use or other function or other use for the cork during the recent years.
Okay. Well, it's mainly about the monopoly of cork. Do you guys know what's a monopoly? Monopoly means control. احتكار, very good. When a certain company has the full control on some product in the market. So this
Monopoly.
is the monopoly. And by the way, the word monopoly can be also called for feelings. So for example, you can say that she was impressed to know that he has a full monopoly or she has a full monopoly over his heart. Monopoly here means control.
Monopoly.
Yes. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So recent years have seen the end of the virtual monopoly of cork as the material for bottle stoppers due to concerns about the effect it may have on the contents of the bottle. Okay? Another idea. Let's move to another. Can you see how big and how long this passage is?
Yes.
Yeah, this is only section 1, part 1, in which you have to spend only 10 minutes or 8 minutes. Yes, 8 minutes to be very specific. So this means that you don't have to go through the whole passage. We take time now because I'm just teaching you the first steps to do it. But later on, we will be way faster than this. I'm thinking loudly with you now. All right?
Okay.
But later on, it will turn into an automatic process where we shouldn't take all that much time. Then we'll move to the next passage, which is number, as Hazim said here, if we continue this part, you will see that we have a lot of numbers again. We have 2, 4.
Yes, 2, 4, 3, trichloro,
yeah, 2, 4, 6, whatever, TCA, which forms through the interaction of plant phenols, chlorine and nal. So most probably it has to do with the growth of the tree itself, right?
Okay.
Oh, no. This is the manufacturing of the manufacturing of the cork itself. Okay, the industry itself. These substitutes are cheaper to manufacture, so we can circle the word cheaper. They're talking about something else, which is here to aluminum screw caps. These substitutes, so here they're talking about certain substitutes. Classic cork stopper does have several advantages.
And the last one.
So here, what is Mazen? What's the main idea in this passage?
Classic cork stopper does have the advantages of using the classic cork.
Bravo عليك, bravo عليك. Is there anything else to be noticed? Huh? If you notice
No.
here, they say firstly, here is firstly, secondly, بس في إيه? However, this means that it is about advantages or disadvantages.
Disadvantages.
شوف اوعى تنخدع. So here they say the classic code stopper has does have several advantages. However means that what is coming is disadvantages. Firstly, whatever. Secondly, whatever, circle firstly and secondly, because you will definitely moreover to here, you will definitely have a question or a related question. So, and here is the conclusion, starting with the word so. So, given the current concerns about environmental issues, the future of this ancient material, once again, is very promising. Any questions?
Yes. Do you believe that, secondly, very importantly, cork is a sustainable product that can be recycled without difficulties? Is this a disadvantage?
أنا أقراها بقى، لو أنا محتاجة أقعد أفكر كده هقراها وبعدين أقول لك دي advantage or disadvantage. The classic cork stoppers does have several advantages. However, it is a traditional image. Its traditional image is more in keeping with the type of high quality goods with which it has long been associated.
هي مش مقنعة قوي بس سيبنا منها، أنا بتكلم على secondly.
Secondly, and very importantly, cork is sustainable product that can be recycled without difficulty. Well, yes, it is a disadvantage because it can easily be replaced with something else.
It may contaminate the product or contaminate the food, the drink. Or
here, yes. Cork is sustainable product that can be recycled without difficulty. So this is a disadvantage. Moreover, one third disadvantage, cork forests are a resource which support local biodiversity and prevent desertification in the regions where they are planted. So this industry has a disadvantage because it affects the biodiversity. So this is these are three reasons why they have disadvantages or why this industry has disadvantages. Amazing. Yes, I believe these are disadvantages. Okay? طيب نروح على questions. نروح على questions. انتوا فرفرتوا مني كده ليه؟ ده احنا لسه بنقول
بتستسلم دلوقتي ليه؟
وعلى فكرة I'm the one who's doing most of the effort. If you notice يعني I'm the one who's doing most of the effort. صح؟
of course.
يعني انتوا قاعدين بتتفرجوا تعبتوا من ايه؟ خير اللهم اجعله خير.
من المشاهدة.
من المشاهدة.
لا رضا انت لازم تيجي رياض يا رضا.
يا رضا فعلا.
يعني ان شاء الله.
يعني if الله سبحانه وتعالى قدر ويتجمعنا في اليوم ده بجد you have to come فعلا يعني.
ان شاء الله.
ان شاء الله hopefully. طيب now do the following. شوف بقى these types of questions. Number 1, do the following statement agree of the information given in reading passage or not? So again, they are guiding us. True if the statement agrees with the information. دي مش right, wrong or right, wrong or not given. The true, false, not given. Sorry, yes, no, not given. Again, yes, no, not given is what the writer agrees or disagrees with. Like in true, false, or not given here means that this information given to you matches with the information in the passage or not. خلاص?
Okay.
The cork has the thickest bark of any living tree. So,
the first paragraph.
ثانية واحدة. Where are the clue words in this question?
Thickest bark.
Thickest bark.
So I have to look for the word bark. Which part was talking mainly about the bark of this living tree? The tree itself. There was, I think, the first paragraph, right?
Yes.
Second sentence. Scientists have developed synthetic cork with the same circular structure as natural cork. Now, what is the main idea here, or where are the clue words?
Scientists were not sure.
Scientific.
Synthetic cork, very good. With the same cellular structure as natural cork. Where can you find this passage? If you look back.
Alternative use. اللي هو البلاستيك
Can be in the last one, which is the alternatives to the tree, or industry of the cork, the industry of itself. So here, which one? Extraordinary tree. Oh, see, its bark grows. So in this part, you will find the first question, which is
20 centimeters.
Good. Number 2. Grows in a number of Mediterranean countries. No, we don't have to do with the countries. But these are the, if you look here, these are the properties and the qualities of the tree itself and the regions where they are planted. Okay? So the question was mainly about what? Scientists. Correct? One very important thing that I wanted to tell you is what? Well, most probably you will find it here. Chemical compound and the industry itself. Okay? In this passage, you will find the answer of the question that we're talking about. The scientists and what do they replace with what? Let me say something that is quite assuring to you. The questions, most of the questions will go by order.
Okay, but regarding the type of question of choosing the heading, it's not following this.
It's not following the order, correct.
Only this type of question, or there is another question?
No, only this type of question, finding the heading. Otherwise, Yamazin, if they are following a certain type, then you would match 1 with A and 2 with B and 3 with C, and that's it. Okay. That would be too smart, of them to do it. Yeah.
But all the other types of question are following the sequence of the.
Most of them.
Not all.
Not all. No. Sometimes no. I can't say like it's a rule.
100%.
Like individual cork oak trees must be left for 25 years between the first and the second harvest. Where can you find this part? Okay, I'm gonna roll and you tell me.
This one.
أيوة, bravo يا حازم. Which is most cork forests, right? Okay?
Yes.
Okay, yes. What else? Let's see another thing. Question number 4. Cork bark should be stripped in dry atmospheric conditions. Where can you find this? Do you know what's to strip something? Cut it into pieces. Yeah, long pieces. By atmosphere, in dry atmospheric condition, this must have to do with the, it has to do with the
classic cork stopper?
No, it has to do with the industry. How do they deal with the tree? Correct?
Correct.
Yes.
So where should I find it? By the way, here, the word stripped is my clue word, and I can see it clearly here. If the bark is stripped, can you see it?
But they mention in a dump, air is dump. So
what's that?
I think it's
say it again?
Or when the air is damp, that means it's not dry weather.
Yes,
so
this is the type of question. I'm looking at the part where I have to look at the question. If the bark is stripped on a day when it's too cold or when the air is damp, the tree will be damaged. Okay? So you have to relate this part, a piece of information, with the other piece of information according to the main clue word that is given to me. All right? Which is stripped and bark. In dry atmospheric conditions. So it's either true, false, or not given. So what do you think this sentence is?
It's false.
Think about it again. Cork bark should be stripped in a dry atmospheric condition. And here it says?
True.
Dry atmospheric condition. Here, the bark is stripped on a day when it's too cold or when the air is damp, the tree will be damaged. This needs you to understand what does the word damp mean. See how clever these people are. Can you notice how clever this question is?
Yes, damp is opposite to dry.
Very good. Damp is a little bit moist. Yes?
Yes.
So the tree will be damaged. So what do you think the right answer is?
False.
It must be. And the same, let's see the rest of the questions. Here are the rest of the questions. Another type of questions, complete the notes below. And please be careful to the word limit that is given to you. Here they say one word only, okay, from the passage. Advantages of aluminum. Where can I find it? Where can I find it?
In the paragraph of the advantages and disadvantages.
Very good. The paragraph that has to do with the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages of cork bottle stoppers. ونخلي بالنا not any advantages. Yeah, Hazem. These are the advantages of aluminum screw caps, which is the alternative of the cork bottle stoppers, right? There are some advantages of cork bottle stoppers. Okay?
Right.
So there is a difference and we have to notice.
Okay.
Please don't forget to circle the clue words in the question. Try to find them in the passage itself. Another type of questions, before we finish this, we have only 3 minutes left. طيب, at least we are familiar now with what we are going to do in the first, second, and third passages. All we need to do is to apply now. Hello?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I got a message that my internet is a bit slow. So all you need to do is to start practicing. Once you find that there is a difficult question, please do not stop at this question. Keep it to other questions. And remember that you don't have to get the full mark in your reading. You need to get the highest mark ever. The highest mark won't be gotten unless you spend your time wisely. Okay? So again, here one word only. So you have to look at one word and you have to adapt your grammar rules to one word only. Another type of question, again, true, false, and not given. And by the way, the question not given needs us to be very careful. Very careful. Why? Because the question not given, sometimes most of the people spend a lot of time in this question, looking whether this information is given in the passage or not. Okay? My advice to you, do not spend so much time. Go try to find the information where you should look for it. If you found it, then that's fine. If not, look in the conclusion. If you found it in the conclusion, fine. If you didn't find it, then it's not given. Do not spend the whole time looking for something that does not exist. Okay?
And I think if we have a spare of time at the end, we can revise.
Correct. Definitely. Yes. Okay? So this is a different type. Reading passage 3, if you notice here, it has, again, 6 sections, A to F. This is a third type of questions. Choose the correct heading for each section from the list of the heading below. So here, these are some titles or some headings. You will find them matching with whatever abbreviations or notes you took in the margins of your reading. So whatever margins or whatever notes you took, you will find them very similar to these headings, okay? At that time, make sure that you match them with the notes you already have in your question paper. Okay? Don't worry about this question. Rida, This is one of the
Yes.
easiest questions once you follow the instructions given to you today.